Welcome back to True Blue here on BYU TV. The Cougars play at Virginia Tech on Wednesday before hosting St. Mary's on Saturday and Gonzaga the following Thursday. It's a big stretch and certainly warrants the presence of both of BYU TV's basketball analysts Blaine Fowler and Steve Cleveland together in the room for the same time for the very first time. Hello, guys.
Wait, we've been in the room together before.
I just thought I'd say that for
I love it, though. It is big, though. It's huge.
It is big. What's wrong with this team? Why can't they make a three-point shot? What's going on?
Well, they need to be more patient in the three-point game, and they are so good down low right now with their 4 and 5 guys and Davies and Hartsock. There's really no reason for them to rush threes. They need to take threes in transition. That's part of their offense. And they need to take threes inside out. But right now, you get the sense that they're rushing themselves a little bit.
Well, do the math. 4 of 36 in the last 2 games shooting the long ball.
Well, I think what's happened, too, and Blaine's alluded to it, is that they're taking contested threes when they don't need to. If they go inside out, they'll get straight up looks at the basket, or as you said, in transition. But there's no reason to take contested shots, especially early in the shot clock.
One thing we saw at Pepperdine on Saturday is BYU going inside to Noah Hartsock and Brandon Davies. They combined for 49 points. It's the difference between winning and losing.
Well, it absolutely is. The offense should run through those 2 big guys. And there's nobody more unselfish than Noah Hartsock. If you throw it in there and give him a touch, if he's not open, he's a good passer. He'll find an open man, but when you get it to him down low, he's got such great quickness and good skill around the basket. He's going to score for if you don't double team him.
You know, together, Davies and Hartsock are very, very special players. I love their unselfishness. I think the fact that they're looking for their teammates first, but have enough confidence that they know when they get the ball and they get deep post touches, just like that. He's developed that nice spin, good finish. Collectively together, these group of young men are the best, I think, in the western part of the United States in terms of their efficiency and what they can do offensively.
Now these 2 and the rest of the Cougars are going to go back to Virginia Tech on Wednesday night, play a big physical team. If they can't get 49 out of those 2, and there's the pressure on the outside shooting guards, how do they win on Wednesday?
Well, they have to get production up front, and they cannot force threes. This is one of the best defensive teams in the country. They're holding opponents to 25% from the three-point line. And they're going to start 6'4", 6'5", 6'7", 6'8", 6'8", and they're athletic. So patience, I think, is the key here. They can't get frustrated if it's a low-scoring game.
They have been losing some games, but yesterday they upset 15th-ranked Virginia, and, Coach, they got to be feeling pretty good.
Well, I think they've got some confidence back because they did have a 4-game losing streak. I think another concern for BYU and for Coach Rose is take care of the basketball. Turnovers are the easiest way. There's no good defense in terms of a turnover. I mean, once it's a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1, you don't have to run any type of special offense. So I think what's going to happen here is that they better come to meet every pass, be strong with the ball, or maybe the hardest thing to guard all night is going to be transition layups.
Marriott Center will be sold out Saturday night because after Virginia Tech, in comes St. Mary's for the rematch against the team that's sitting on top of the WCC. What does BYU do differently to win that game?
Well, it goes back to what Coach just talked about. They turned the ball over 18 times in that first meeting with St. Mary's. They didn't shoot a bad percentage. Offensively, BYU was okay, but St. Mary's is a very good offensive basketball team, and Matthew Dellavedova runs that team with great poise, understands passing lanes and penetrates and kicks the ball. He had an incredible game with 12 assists in that first meeting. So BYU has to be patient. They can't be careless with the basketball, and again, pound it inside.
Good point guards have frustrated Matt Carlino, and on nights when they've gone head-to-head, his offense, Coach, has disappeared.
Well, I think, we have to understand he is a freshman, and I think what happens sometimes is we forget that he is an 18 or 19-year-old freshman.
Right.
But he does have to guide this team, and he has to be better in the half court because the best point guard in this conference is Matthew Dellavedova. I mean, Dellavedova is special, and because he makes everybody around him better. And that's where Matt Carlino can get. I mean, I love Matt, and I love what his potential is, and he's going to have to learn. But St. Mary's does not beat themselves.
All right, let's get to some Twitter questions from ZLove33. Here's the question tonight. I want both of your answers.
Yeah.
With the loss.
Wait, ZLove33? We really took one from ZLove33. Okay.
Absolutely. He's a diehard fan. With the loss to LMU, do you think the Cougs have to win the conference tournament to make it to the big dance, Coach?
I don't think so. I think they can get to the big dance and what happens in the next 10 days. They have an opportunity to play St. Mary's and Gonzaga. I think it's going to be difficult if some of these, middle teams, LMU, USF, those kinds of teams, you take another loss, it's going to be difficult. But I think Gonzaga, St. Mary's is your ticket to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, and I agree 100%. And everybody talks.
You can't disagree all the time.
No, we agree.
Crossfire.
We agree. We hang out so much. But, and everybody's talking about the fact that BYU has to go back east and then come back and play St. Mary's. Well, St. Mary's got to play Loyola Marymount in Los Angeles on Thursday night and then come to Provo.
I think they lose that game.
That is a tough game. So St. Mary's has some water to wade through here before the end of the season as well. BYU is going to make the NCAA tournament or not over the next 10 days.
I agree.
Okay, here's another question. And we heard Coach Cleve's love for Carlino a moment ago. So, Blaine, this one's for you. From M. Fuge. What do you think about Carlino's potential for this season and in the long run? Is he capable of being the team playmaker?
His skill set is outstanding. I mean, he can be really, really good. He's got great quickness. He's got a good handle on the basketball. The thing that he just needs is experience. And he's going to realize, and he's realizing now, that right now he doesn't have to be the first scoring option. The best thing that he could do is go out every night with a goal to get double-digit assists. And if he'll do that right now, he'll get open shots in this offense off of those big guys, and he'll develop. And at some point, he will be the go-to guy at point, but it doesn't need to be this year.
Well, I think what's happened when BYU has not been as good as it, because they haven't had a three-point threat. I mean, Zylstra's been up and down. Matt's been up and down. And I think Matt will understand that when that ball goes into Davies and Hartsock, and if he'll move and relocate, he's going to have wide open looks with his feet squared when he knocks it down. So he just has to have more reps. More reps. He'll get that confidence. But right now, that ball needs to go into the paint each and every possession.
You guys are really, really smart.
Yeah, I got a lot smarter when I got out of coaching, didn't I?
Yes, you did.